These guys are ready to go. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Boy, 3 games left until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the East will look. Here we go. Take a look at New York. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Hawks, down 5 spots from them.
And seeing where the Knicks are, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. DeJuan Wright is out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Bridges, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
He misses the free throw. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Good on the second free throw. Well, you can expect the threes to fly tonight, Brent. Both of these teams are full of sharpshooters.
Well, which team gets hot first, Kevin, I think is going to be most important. Shooting is rhythm. How do you establish that rhythm? You've got to move the ball, move yourself. And maybe the team that gets hot first is going to be the one that ultimately comes out on top.
And that one, good. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. We both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. You can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. So it's the Hawks now. The Knicks making the shot. Clock at 4. On its way from Young for 2. No good there off the double clutch.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Bridges, and it's blocked. Now Daniels. Boy, he just disappeared against Dallas when they needed him the most. Okongwu a screen. Daniels, no good. The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Rebound, Atlanta. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Okongwu. Both free throws good from Okongwu. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Pass to Wright. Back to Hart. Anunoby outside. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
and it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. So for the Hawks, Harris LeVert's checked in for Reza Shea. Mann subbed in for Dyson Daniels. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Knicks. Cameron Payne comes in for DeLon Wright. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Young, finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Hey, this guy has some unreal range. Young can make it work from just about anywhere.
Anunoby outside. Shamet off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hawks trail. Young outside. Pass to Okongwu. Shoots over Towns, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Shamet the pass to Payne. Left side, Towns. Basket, good.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Down low, here's Okongwu. The basket, good. Off the assist from Young.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Payne passes to Towns. Fires for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Towns has got 7.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Here's Gabe. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Payne gets a wide open look. And another 3 for New York.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pass to Okongwu. Mann with it. Okongwu with a screen on Bridges. Here's Mann, and Bridges with the block.
Love the aggressiveness Bridges plays with on the defensive end, rejecting the shot.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Making a change here. Krejci's checked in. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Dyson Daniels.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Here's Krejci. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Gay. Just 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Count it. New York leading by 5. Payne kicks to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. Shannon trying to break loose. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
And Towns drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Pass to Krejci. Now, man. Over to the wing. Beyond the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They lead by 7. Last time they met in New York.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Now we'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Achua, he's checked in for Bridges. The Knicks leading by 7. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. And now, a look at the teams leading the NBA in steals since the All-Star break. In the third spot, the Hawks.
You know, the defense has been frenetic, and it seems like they're gaining momentum as the season wears on. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnovers.
So it's the Knicks now. 7-point differential. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Karis LeVert. Averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Krejci. Payne covering. Clock at 6. Pass to Niang. Here's Mann. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Knicks leading by 6. Payne passes to Towns. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Screen by Niang. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Both free throws good from Mann. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 6-point lead. Towns looking around. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Pass to Niang. To the middle. Here's LeVert. Shoots over Anunoby. Good D by Anunoby. Payne passes to Anunoby. Here's Towns. Goes back up. He lays it in. And it's a 10-point New York lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Mann finds Niang. Here's Krejci. 4 on the clock. And it's LeVert missing. The Knicks leading by 10. Pass to Payne. Anunoby with it. New York moving the ball around. Here's Towns. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Barlow. Pass to Niang. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Pass to Achua. Floats one. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
.115 left in the first quarter of the game. There's a screen by Achua. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Now Shamet.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
To the paint. Here's Payne. Rebounded by the Hawks.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
LeVert, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the free throw drops for LeVert. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Here's Shamet. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. New York ahead, leading by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
And New York, looking at who they've got, we've got Bridges. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Payne at the pivot spot manning the middle. Young, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Bridges misses.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Wallace. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And Trey knows he's going to get all the attention, does a good job of finding the open man.
The Hawks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And that one misses. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Here's LeVert after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Pass to Wallace. Three-pointer. Bridges with the board.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Payne can't hit.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
LeVert finds Wallace. Screen by Niang. Nice shot by Wallace.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
New York moving it around. Chipped away. Young with the steal. Wallace looking for an opening. Young dishes to Wallace. Wallace with another miss. New York leading by 6. New York again turning it over. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Trae Young.
And with the rise in his true shooting percentage these past 10 games, it's clear that he is feeling very good about the state of his game. We'll see if he has another steady performance in him here tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Wallace. Rizaje is coming in for Karis LeVert. And Daniels subbed in for Terrence Mann. Then for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Payne, and it's DeLon Wright in for Landry Shamet.
Every single inch of his range on that one.
Hart with a screen on Young. Bounce pass from Wright, and stolen by Okongwu. Young outside to the left wing. And the rejection by Towns.
Exceptional timing on that rejection. Love seeing Towns this aggressive on defense.
Pass to Okongwu. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 1-point Knicks lead.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Towns wide open. It's good from long range. Towns has got 20.
Towns has one of the best three-point strokes of any big man in the league.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Making a change here. Achua's checked in. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. Number 5, the Knicks.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Aston Yang. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Niang's got 8 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Wright. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Knicks shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And the Hawks with possession here, trailing by 4. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Aston Yang. Now, here's Okongwu. Back to Niang. Nice move. Young, no good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games. Yeah, I know this gets said a lot. Josh Hart plays with heart. It's true, though. This guy is a fantastic competitor, plays with energy on both ends, and it's infectious for his teammates.
And he's good on the second. The Hawks trail by 5. Aston Yang. Here's the 3. And Wright pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And let's see some of the numbers here for Okongwu. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 3rd in rebounding. And, of course, he's in the top 5 in free throw percentage. It can go overlooked, but sure makes a difference.
And back to your point, number 2 in steals. He's just a tireless worker. Plays that hard-nosed, on-ball defense. Most guys just can't disengage from him. No good on the second free throw. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Achua, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Atlanta making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Shamet's checked in. Pass to Achua. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Bridges. There's a screen by Achua. And Mikal Bridges, good for 3. Bridges has got 6.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, you can add it to the list.
Daniel from outside drills the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Hart, that's good.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Pass to Rizachet. He's looking for Okongwu and finds him. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
And the first one at the line is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Knicks leading by 8. Bridges left side. Inside. And that one's good. Shamet.
People talk about 3-and-D with Bridges, but he can pass it too.
Pass to Krejci. Now here's Okongwu. He's covered by Shamet. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu. And it's Wright with the ball for the New York Knicks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
On defense, Atlanta. 8-point game. Bridges inside the three-point line.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
A different look for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Hart, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Bridges. Atlanta with the ball. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much.
Doesn't get any easier for Achua. Once he's got positioning, he wants inside. He'll look to dunk everything.
There's the screen. Three-pointer, Levert. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Right, the pass to Achua. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
On the free throw, no good.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
Now here's Levert. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anunoby sends it back.
A fantastic defender. Anunoby is skilled at positioning himself perfectly for these blocks. Athletic jam by Achua going upstairs to throw down the lob.
Now here's Levert. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Gay. For the three. And it's LeVert missing.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Atlanta, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
At the line for your Hawks. Barlow, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
The team just cannot get into a groove from the free throw line. It's a common problem for them.
Mann's checked in for Atlanta. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Towns is checked in. And he sinks the second. New York with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. And it's good for 2. Towns has got 22.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, LeVert connects from three-point range. LeVert's got 6 points.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
They get it back. Achua, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And there's the drive. Yep, it counts. 7 points in the game. The Knicks leading by 12. Shamet with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
56 seconds left in the first half. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now, Mann, he has 7. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Now, here's Shamet. Reggie with the rebound.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Hawks passing it around. Here's Mann. And the rejection by Towns. To the inside. Here's Anunoby. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
And the turnover again by Atlanta.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And so it's the New York Knicks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
You see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Taking a look at New York, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the New York Knicks.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, it's so cool in here.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so it's Atlanta with it. They trail by 14. They've got Young. Also, Daniels out there. Reza Shea is out there with Okongwu. And Gay is in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Richer does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now a chance at the line.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Anunoby kicks to Hart. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. Number 5 is Trae Young.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position, and that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
Those are some of the best basketball minds in the NBA. The way they think the game out there is remarkable. Always several steps ahead of the defense, finding the right angles, the right openings, and making one unbelievable play after another.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Bridges misses. The Hawks trail by 12. In the corner, Daniels. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Okongwu's now got 13 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
To the paint. Here's Towns. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. 24 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
It's silky smooth there from the mid-range. Cat's mechanics on that jump shot are excellent.
Okongwu with a screen on Hart. Gay misses. And it's Wright with the ball for New York. Knocked loose. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Gay. Okongwu against Towns. Okongwu with a screen on Bridges. Daniels, no good. The Knicks leading by 12. To the middle, here's Hart. Rebound by the Hawks. Gay's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Young. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Towns against Okongwu. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Pass to Young. Here's Okongwu. Nice shot from the wing. Okongwu's now got 15 points. And here is Hart. Bridges with it. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. He's got 8.
More signs of Bridges' hard work in the offseason paying off in his jump shot.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Hawks making a change here. Niang's checked in. On defense, New York, leading by 12. Pass to Okongwu. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Towns, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Right, the pass to Hart. Bridges outside. The shot from the low post is good. That's 10 points for Mikal Bridges.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Here's Risache. On the wing, Daniels. Over Bridges. Daniels, no good. New York leading by 12. And here is Hart. He's got 9. Outside, Towns. Offline with his 3. Hawks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Risache wide open. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And such a nice stroke for a rookie. Risache looking like a polished shooter already.
Anunoby, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Anunoby's got 7 points in the game. Bounce pass, Young. There's a good screen. The tricky little pass fake there, working well.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The Hawks making a switch here. Wallace is checked in.
One shot.
And the Knicks making a change here as well. Achua, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. The Hawks trail by 12. Young looking it over. Screen by Niang. Young, no good. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points, and even 3-on-3 break. Young passes to Niang. Now Risache. And Young kicks to Okongwu. Here's Niang. He's got 11. Just 3 to shoot from deep three-point land. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Achua. And Hart has it in the corner. Another shot. Good work there as it goes. Hart's got 4 this quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Okongwu a screen. The kick out to Young. Takes the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 8 points.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Wright finds Anunoby. Inside. And stolen by Okongwu. Young with no one around. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Anunoby. Achua, the pass to Wright. Out to Bridges. Hands it from downtown. 13 points in the game.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Wallace outside. Rizachet sets the screen for Wallace. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Arlo's checked in, and it's LeVert in for Rizachet. Now here's Wallace. 14 feet away. The shot will not fall.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Payne with it. He has 5. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Payne's got 7 points.
Yeah, Payne will play patient in the pick and roll. That's a lot of alliteration, but we'll go with it. He's smart.
Niang passes to Mann. The tray sinks the triple.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Now Bridges. He's got 13. Back to Achua. Arlo grabs the rebound. The Hawks trail by 13. And here's LeVert. He's got 6. Here's Niang. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Here's Achua. Arlo grabs the rebound. Arlo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Niang. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
It's taken away by Wallace. It's LeVert on the wing. And stolen by Payne. Hart kicks to Payne. Pass to Achua. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. And it gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
For Atlanta, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line. First one falls for him. Wallace hits 2 free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Bridges up top. 18 feet out. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Bridges has got 9 points here in the second half. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks lead by 13. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Achua is out there with Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Wright in at the point. Aston Niang. Daniels with it. He's covered by Shamet. Here's Niang. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
That's good from Anunoby.
Anunoby, one of those star players in the league that you don't really look at the numbers to see how he impacts the game overall. It's the intangibles that make him special.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. The Hawks trail by 18. Young outside. Pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Achua. New York shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Right against Young. And that one's good. Right. And the Knicks lead by 20. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Aston Niang. Here's Rizachet to halt the run. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Now, here's Shamet. Achua finds Wright. Shamet on the wing. Down low. Here's Mann. It's blocked.
That's the kind of defense you love seeing from Achua. Like how engaged he was there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Pass to Shamet. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Shamet with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic. Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
There's the pick. Here's Achua. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to man. Rizachet with it from the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Now Achua from outside the arc. And Karl Anthony Towns good for 3. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
And how about the confidence right there? Towns feeling like he can shoot whenever and wherever he wants.
Here is Daniels. He's covered by Shamet. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Yeah, for Daniels, it's still about finding his niche. It's the potential of Daniels that keeps you tantalized, a swingman that can play multiple defensive positions.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Gay. Okongwu with a screen on Hart. Great open look there. Gay's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
It's Young on the wing, guarded by Wright. Bounce pass Young. 6 on the shot clock. Okongwu kicks to Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Pass to Achua. Here's Shamet. New York, no good that time either.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Rizachet. Daniels with it. Up top, Okongwu. The Knicks pull it in. Achua's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after New York, moving it around. There's a screen by Achua. Got a piece of it. Here's Rizachet. He's covered by Shamet. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Pass to Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. 19 points for Onyeka Okongwu. Hart with it. Wright sets a screen for Hart. New York, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's Okongwu, high post. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Mikal Bridges checked in for Landry Shamet. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Hart kicks to Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby, and he's good on the 3-ball. Anunoby's got 8 here in the quarter.
You can kind of feel the energy coming off of Anunoby right now. He's locked in and ready to continue his attack.
Pass to Rizichet. Now, here is Young. Just 4 to shoot. The 3-ball. Preachy, no good. Bridges outside. Right, the pass to Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Shoots over Rizichet. Bridges misses. The Hawks trail by 18. Now Rizichet, and Wright pulls it down. Back to Hart. Bridges outside. Outside, Towns. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
The free throw drops for Towns.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
The Hawks working the ball around. Okongwu a screen. Young's shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's in there.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. And here's Young. They set the pick. Pass to Daniel. 6 to shoot. They could use a bucket. Buries it from 3-point range.
And you can see how comfortable Daniels is running that pick and roll. He called his own number that time. And
Wright kicks to Anunoby. And it's Towns penetrating. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
And Towns drops them both.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
The Knicks leading by 22. Pass to Hart. In the corner, it's Bridges. And here's Towns. To the inside. Here's Wright, and Wright throws it down.
Oh, what a feed right there. Towns' vision is really off the charts.
Young with the ball. Hart covering. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And the first one drops. And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New York.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year, looking at their record, this team will make it 49 wins. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Young for three, drops in the tray.
Yeah, that's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Bridges, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Both free throws good from Bridges. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Aston Yang. Now Daniels. Okongwu with a screen on Bridges. Daniels from outside. Now here's Wright. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl-Anthony Towns.